ब्रह्मचर्य व्रती दंडी सर्व वेदांत पंडित श्रीमद्विवेक योगी मां प्रचोदयतु सर्वदा. As we start reading about Karma Yoga lectures given by Swamiji, we are surprised at the various facets of that gem of Karma Yoga, science of Karma Yoga. We never thought, or rather, we never think that so many aspects are involved when we are doing some work. We spontaneously work, intuitively work sometimes. But imagine the ramifications of the work. Swamiji puts great stress on unselfishness and freedom. To transform our karma into Karma Yoga, the secret of work lies in transforming it into an act of unselfishness and freedom. So what is this freedom? To know that freedom only, in our earlier lectures, we dwelt so much upon truth and its ramifications, how important it is to know truth, and that truth is centered within us. And to know that, we'll have to get more and more away from the external material attractions and move towards the interior. So speaking about unselfishness and freedom, Swamiji defines Karma Yoga as a system of ethics and religion intended to attain freedom through unselfishness and by the good works. All ethics, all human actions and all human thought hang upon this one idea of unselfishness. The whole idea of human life can be put into that one word, unselfish. Take out our occupation with this I, mine. That is the whole of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is the science of self-sacrifice. What do we sacrifice? It is this thought of I-ness, mineness, and I want. Freedom is the one goal of all nature, sentient and insentient. Consciously or unconsciously, everything is struggling towards that goal. This aspiration for freedom is different in a saint and in a robber. The saint, this aspiration for freedom takes him to moksha. In a robber, to get more money, enjoy his life. And here one can't but remember the story of Valmiki, how Ratnakar, the robber, whose goal or freedom lay in robbing people and looking after his family, Narada shifts his attention from that selfish motivation and puts him on the ladder to the higher moksha, higher freedom. And that is how the robber becomes a saint. So there we get a lesson. How when we lift our preoccupations with I, my, family, material interest and allows it to raise higher and higher, where do we end up? We end up in the final freedom. Vedanta says it is that infinity, that touch of infinity. That infinity is our true nature. Satyam, Anandam, Shantam. See, that is how they go on describing it. To move towards that Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, many ways our rishis have shown us that ultimate infinite truth. We have to raise ourselves to that. We are really that. But we are limiting ourselves, our freedom, to thinking, I am this body, this intellect, this mind, this rich man, this education, everything which is perishable in nature. So, break that chain and be free. Uttishtada jagrada prapyavaran nibhodata. Break that chain which makes you feel small, which makes you feel that you are in bondage, which makes you feel that you are incapable of doing things. So we have to break that bondage and be free. Freedom is the goal of all nature, and consciously or unconsciously, everything is struggling towards that goal. Swamiji goes on stretching again and again. Suppose you get a bird. I love a bird. I'll put a gold cage for him. The bird should be happy, isn't it? Oh, I have a gold cage in which I am lying. So Swamiji says, a gold chain is as much a chain as an iron one. The only way to come out of the bondage is to go beyond the limitations of law. What is the limitation of law? That you work, you get a result. That is a normal effect of karma, Go beyond the law. Go beyond causation. Knowledge of the Advaitic truth and awareness of the solidarity of the entire universe are essential for a karma yogi to work in full freedom. Again, I repeat, we went through the earlier lectures on Satya, etc. because without this, fixing our mind on this source of absolute freedom, absolute knowledge, absolute happiness, we cannot become karma yogis. So knowledge is a must. Sri Krishna tells Arjuna also, see, jnanam is very essential for anything. If you want to become a bhakta, if you want to become a karma yogi, jnana yogi, raja yogi, this knowledge of the infinite truth is a must. So, unselfishness and freedom are the key words in the karma yoga. Swamiji boldly proclaims, if you are unselfish, you will be perfect without reading a single religious book, without going to a single church or temple. Selfish work is a slave's work. The degree of unselfishness marks the degree of success everywhere. So, when you say unselfishness, automatically it goes that you ask for no return, there is no I in your work. So, that sort of an unselfishness will really take you to success. All the great systems of ethics preach absolute selfishness as the goal in, not only in karma, in everything, even if it is love, everywhere. Supposing this absolute unselfishness can be reached by man, what becomes of him? He is no more the little so-and-so. He has acquired infinite expansion. He becomes man with capital M. It is how later he says, work like a master and not as a slave. The attainment of this infinite expansion is indeed the goal of all religions and of all moral and philosophical teachings. So, these are some of the straight thoughts which we find when we enter into the portals of Karma Yoga. Maybe later we'll take up some words of Sri Krishna and from Gita and integrate it with Swamiji's thoughts. So on one side we have a highly spiritual master giving us the thoughts and how a great Yogeshwara of our times has integrated with science and our real life.